On the glide path, in the groove. The 4 wires correctly set, those springs raised, target wire 3.
During the 60s, 70s and 80s and into recent times, the RAF had a number of different fast jets, with each focusing on a specialised role. But going forward, the RAF's placed all its eggs into 2 baskets, the Typhoon and the F-35 Lightning II. This analysis from IHS Janes points to a current combat inventory of 192 fast jets. But with withdrawal of Tornado in due course and some early variant Typhoon, plus only a potentially limited purchase of F-35, the think tank estimates the RAF will have just 127 frontline combat jets by the end of the decade. That would be the lowest number of fighter planes since the Royal Air Force was formed back in 1918. Well, in response to this, the MOD's issued a statement saying that the RAF has had and will continue to have the aircraft that it needs to fulfil its commitments around the world. It then lists them. Things at the moment include, of course, Baltic air policing in Estonia, the fight against IS over the skies of Iraq, and of course that continuous presence in the Falkland Islands. But not everybody agrees with the MOD's sentiments. 30 years as an RAF fast jet pilot, Andrew Brooks is now chief executive of the Air League and worries about the number of planes going forward.
Yeah, we can only be in one place at once, and this is the trouble. If you're fighting Syria, or you're fighting Iraq, if you have to deploy back to Afghanistan in a hurry, if you have to go and reinforce Lithuania to deter Mr. Putin, God forbid you had to go to the Falkland Islands because something happened there. I say these squadrons and the crews, let's be face it, the crews that support them and the spares that maintain them, they can only be in one place generally at a time.
But these figures should be treated with some caution. They're based on just 15 to 20 F-35Bs being in service by the end of the decade. It could well be more. There's still some confusion on the total number that will come on stream in due course. 48 has been mooted. They're the F-35s to be deployed on the new Queen Elizabeth-class carrier, and it's still possible, albeit very unlikely, that the original order of 138 may go through, and there might be an increase still in the number of Typhoon purchased.
We have to decide how much we're going to get involved and then decide, can we afford it? But really at present we seem to be still doing our thing on the world stage with fewer and fewer air assets, and therein lies potential problems when you come up against somebody with a really cracking air defence system.
Like Syria?
Like Syria.
Having just 127 frontline jets will undoubtedly alarm some. General Sir Nicholas Horton last week described the RAF as being at the very limits of its fast jet availability, and that's with its current numbers. But 127 is, at this stage at least, just the best guess figure, with actual numbers still to be confirmed. Tim Cooper, Forces News.